It's made a massive difference all around really, this header. Completely changed. You can use the horsepower a lot more.
Gents, hello and welcome along to another first impression piece from LandPowerTV. This time you join us in a sunny Lancashire in September, and we're here to check out the latest generation self-propelled John Deere forager. So this is all thanks to the Cointhwaite Group for helping us out and sorting out this 9700 machine, which has seen quite a few updates, hasn't it, Tim?
Yeah, there's a few little small updates to it this time.
That's it. So in particular, we've got a brand new grass pickup, which obviously applies to all the range. This has got a brand new engine, the new 6-cylinder. Is it?
This is an 18 litre straight 6 engine from John Deere.
Right, so this would have been the V12 once upon a time ago. Well, not too long ago.
No, 2 years ago this would be the V12 that we still have in the 9.8s and 9.9 machines. So now we've got an 18 litre straight 6 engine, John Deere's own engine, and that's fitted to the 9.5, 9.6 and 9.7 models. Yeah. And they have what's called a Harvest Motion Plus concept. So when you pull the revs down between your sort of 1350 and 1600 RPM, they'll give a bit of a boost to the engine.
All right.
So a 9.5 will start at 700. And that will go up to just above 750. We've got a 9.6 which starts at 750, and that goes up to 787. And then this model today is 800, and then that has a 25 horsepower boost up to 825.
Right. So it has a bit in reserve, you might say.
A little bit in reserve, yeah. You start pushing it, and it just wants more.
All right.
It's good.
It's like give me more, give me more.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So and then. In the 9000s, you've also got the top two models, which are the V12s.
That's it, so we've still got the V12s in the 9.8 and 9.9, so they're 870 horsepower and 970 in those two machines, and they're still running the AdBlue. So these machines in the 18 litre John Deere engine, we've got away with no need for AdBlue in them. So
right, one less headache
to worry about. And,
yeah. So how's it managing to meet emissions? Is it just all through?
They've got a high pressure common rail system in them, so a more efficient burn, and from off the back of that, yeah, it's passed EU laws and managed to get away with not having to use the AdBlue. So yeah, that's a great feature, because it's a bit of a bugbear of farmers and contractors.
Well,
to
it's
be
a
honest,
bugbear of everybody, isn't it?
Any industry, it is. Yeah,
it's just a horrible fluid to use, isn't it?
It is,
basically.
Yeah.
And it's another expense as well.
It's an expense, and it's an expense, to be fair, that I know farmers are starting to see it more and more now when they're upgrading telehandlers and tractors, but contractors up until recently have had to stand the cost of that as well. It's just sort of an extra fluid that they've had to put in. So.
Right, so the 95, 96, 97, are they all this engine, this 18?
Yeah, all this 18.
So when did they get this engine?
They started in 22. They started sort of floating about limited production of them, and then 23 was sort of the mainline production, fully available, and obviously that's the same going forward. So the 9.5 was a new model as well, back in 22. So that sort of overlapped really a bit more. It sort of bridged the power gap between the 8000 and the 9.
So 8000 being your narrow body, 9000 being your wide body. So you just, like I say, you brought that gap a bit closer. Have you overlapped it slightly with power as well?
A little bit more, because previously the 8600 was the biggest of the narrow bodies, and that has a 13.5 litre John Deere engine, and that was at 625 horsepower. And then we went to the 9.6, which had exactly the same engine in, 13.5 litre, and then we were 9.7, 9.8, 9.9 with the Liebers.
Yeah.
Whereas there was just a big gap between that first Liebherr 9.7, which was 770, down to the 9.6, which was only 625.
Right.
So they just really bridged that gap. So your biggest 8.6, 625, and then your smallest of the 9s is the 700 horsepower 9.5. So there's just a bit more of an option, you know, for different applications.
That's it. And would you say the like having the 6-cylinder now in the 97, would you say it's more suitable to the 97's size, you might say, or what it's intended for?
I would. Don't get me wrong, the Liebherr engine was good in it. I just think with having, it's more sort of the introduction of the smaller 9.5 that's probably been the biggest, you know, the biggest bonus, like I say, to bridge that gap in the horsepower.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see this being a really popular model. Well, it is a popular model. We've sold a few of them.
Yeah.
You know, we've always got people inquiring about this engine, and I just think from a driver's perspective, the 9.8, absolutely brilliant machine. Don't get me wrong, but I think to drive a 9.7, I think is a nicer, smoother drive somehow. It just seems to hang on. It hangs on more, and I think with that Harvest Motion Plus concept, like I said before, you can pull that engine revs right down, and it just seems to just hang and want more and more. So yeah, no, it is good.
Would you say that like this 9700, particularly now it's got this 6-cylinder in, would you say it's like a really good all-rounder?
I would say so, yeah. If you're a customer that's doing, you know, a decent acreage of grass, whole crop, and to be fair, a good chunk of maize, yes, it is a good all-round machine. I think if you're predominantly doing AD work, a lot of maize and minimal grass, and you want just pure horsepower, yeah, you'd probably sway towards 9.9, 9.8 style machines.